Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to give you guys 3 different tips on how to make money during the quarantine. No matter if you're a mechanic, nurse, photographer, whatever it is, if you use these 3 tips, you're guaranteed to survive during the quarantine. And at the end of this, I'm going to give you the exact breakdown on how I made over $500 this week. Stay tuned. Alright guys, number 1, networking. Single-handedly, this is probably one of the most important pieces of the puzzle. Networking is everything pretty much. Nobody knows what skill you have until you let them know. You let one person know, or you let a whole bunch of people know, whichever one it is. Out of that whole bunch of people, at least one person is going to reach out to you and need some work. After you kill that job, they have a whole different network of people that you don't know. And in that network, or that spider, what they call it, somebody needs more work. And then now that person refers that person to you, and then so on and so on, you know what I mean? So definitely practice your networking. Number 2, craftsmanship. No matter how good your networking skills is, you can sell whatever job you want. If you don't have good craftsmanship, nobody's going to want you to do work on the cars or take their pictures or bake them a cake. You have to hone your skills. You need to know what you're doing. Never take on a job too big. Definitely do your research before you dive into that job, no matter what it is. I don't care if you go on YouTube the night before, just to triple check and make sure that there's no hidden surprises on putting a starter in such and such car, or you have all the ingredients to bake this cake, or you're prepared to have this and that lens for this shoot. You know what I mean? So definitely hone your skills, perfect your craft, get good at it, and practice. Practice makes perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, everybody's human, but definitely if you're going to be doing this, hone your skills. And lastly guys, know your prices. You can have networking, you can have the craftsmanship, but if you're charging too high, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure any skill that you have is almost highly saturated right now. There's a lot of mechanics out there, there's a lot of different shops out there, there's a lot of bakers out there. You need to know your prices. You need to give them the right price. Giving the right price is going to keep customers coming back. Revolving customers is what makes businesses businesses. So definitely don't overcharge and run to the shop, but don't undercharge and overwork yourself. You need to do your research. If a person gives you a call and they say, I want a starter put in, call a couple of different places. I'm going to call Pep Boys, I'm going to call Paris Choice, I'm going to call Firestone and ask them this 3 people that same question. How much does it cost to get a starter put in such and such car? I'm going to take the price that they give me, pretty much round it all up and give it an overall estimate, and I'm going to beat that price. So that way I know that I'm the cheapest around, but still at a reasonable price for paying for my time, that the skill that I worked hard to get, and the gas I took to get to that job, and the tools that you have to do that job. You know what I mean? So finally guys, after watching all this nonsense, I'm going to give you and show you how I made $500 this week using these 3 tips that I just gave you. So number 1, to start it I work at a job that's a pretty big job that has a lot of people that work there. I pretty much let everybody know that I work on cars. If you need anything, just give me a call. Out of, let's just say, 50 people that I told, 1 person needed work, literally needed work. They came to me, they said, hey, I needed brakes. Can you do them? Absolutely. I'm ASC certified to do these brakes. I can do them anytime. So I've already used my networking skills, and out of that networking skills, I got 1 person to come and reach out to me. 2, she wanted the brakes done, we linked up, I knew my prices. So number 3, I knew my prices, it sounded good to her, she had already called a couple different places, so luckily I knew my prices because I wouldn't got a job if it wasn't for that. We ended up doing the brakes, I killed it because I perfected my craftsmanship on brakes. I killed it. Turns out from there, she paid me. She had a friend that needed some more work, some different work, a starter actually, and she let that person know, hey, such and such just did work on my car, and he does a really good work, you should give him a call. That person called me, I ended up doing a starter on her car, I killed it from there, and then so, from there it just snowballed effect. So the brakes I charged $100, the starter I charged $100, she had a friend that she knew that ended up working at the same place I work at, and something was wrong with her car and she didn't know what was going on. So here's the pro tip. when you're diagnosing cars and things of that nature, or somebody wants you to take a look, definitely you need to be charging some kind of diagnostic fee. You know what I mean? Because depending on what it is, depends on if you get paid or not. If you say, hey, I'll look at your car, and it turns out to be a blown motor, you didn't fix anything, and you're not charging a diagnostic fee, you just wasted your time, you just wasted your money. That's the pro tip. You need to be charging diag fees. Shops do it, I understand that, it's cool. Most people don't like that, but that's good money that you're missing out on. If they do the work, okay, then maybe you could waive it or cut it in half or something, I don't care what it is, but you need to be charging something for it. Charge them for that skill that you worked hard to get. Turns out the motor is blown out. I charged them a diagnostic fee. They gave me a lot more than what I was asking for. Sometimes you run into really good people like that. But by me charging a diagnostic fee, I didn't waste my time, I didn't waste my skills, I didn't waste my gas. It was worth it. Okay, and now that person, based on how I talked to that person and knowledge that I gave them, knows that I'm highly qualified to do any other work that they need, which they do, which we already got planned out and we'll be end up doing. After that, again, a recurring customer. This comes from knowing your craftsmanship. I've done work for these people a long time. They needed a valve cover job. I'm the only person they go to. They don't go anywhere else. I'm the only person that works in the car. They need a valve cover job. I charged them $120. They ended up giving me $200 because they know that I do good work. They trust me and they take care of me pretty much. They appreciate the work that I do. They appreciate me taking my time out of my day. That comes from these 3 tips. These 3 tips is what got me to where I am right now. I'm telling you, if you use these tips, guys, there's nothing that you can't do. And you put it into a different perspective. You're a baker. You let everybody know that you bake cakes. Such and such needs a wedding. She needs a cake. You cook the cake. You kill it. Boom. Now, that's a recurring customer. Her sister's brother has a kid's party coming up and he wants some cookies or something or some cupcakes or whatever it is. They don't want to pay the public's price. Now she's gonna let that person know. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. With all these 3 tips, you can't fail. No matter what skill it is, you will never fail as long as you use them the right way. And with that being said, with the valve cover job, the blown motor, the starter, the brakes, we're looking at a total of $530 in 1 week on top of your 8 to 5 job. Guys, I'm telling you, use it, perfect your craft, network, and know your prices. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.